Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced. Hello and welcome to Class 90, the advanced portion of Class 90. Thanks for listening, and we're going to start, as always, with a review of what we saw in the last class, Class 89. So in the last class, we talked about yet, the word yet, which can mean todavía, aún, ya, and also ya no. So we're talking about the word yet. Now this is used in questions and in negatives. Have you had dinner? No, I haven't had dinner. If the answer is affirmative, we would say, yes, I've already had dinner. Have you had dinner yet? Yes, I've already had dinner. But no, in my case, no, I haven't had lunch. I haven't had dinner yet. I've already had lunch, but I haven't had dinner yet. Now, I want to be careful here with the pronunciation. I want you to be careful with the pronunciation of the word yet. Yet. This is like the Y as in yellow. Not jello. No, that's gelatina. That's a Jello, which is a brand of this gelatin dessert, which is common in North America, at least. I don't know about Britain, but certainly in North America, people eat Jello. But yellow, yellow. It's important to be able to properly pronounce those sounds. Yellow. And then we have the sound appearing in yet. If you have a J, there you have the jet. Jet, like a very fast airplane. And this sound, the J sound, is actually the same. There's a special relationship in sounds here. The J has a special relationship to the CH, ch sound. And what we do, we take the CH sound and we activate the vocal cords, and we have the j. So if we say cherry, we have the ch. And then if we add the vocal cords, we have Jerry, cherry, Jerry. In either case, we're not saying y. We're not saying yeti. We don't say Ben and Yeti. No, Ben and Jerry. Ben and Jerry's cherry ice cream. We can say Ben and Jerry's cherry ice cream. Jerry. So it's a vocalized CH. And this is similar. It's interesting because we can unlock a lot of pronunciation problems by understanding relationships between existing sounds. And when we have this relationship of one sound essentially being the same as the other, but voiced or vocalized, so we're activating the vocal cord. So we have the CH, ch, becomes j. Similarly, we have the secret to the V. In case you don't know the secret to pronouncing the perfect V, all it is an F. The V has a special relationship with the F. The V does not have a special relationship with the B, like it does in Spanish. So the V is just a vocalized or voiced F. So if you say victory, it's pretty good. It's not right. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. It's better to say victory than to say victory. Victory sounds terrible to a native English speaker. So we say victory. Then we add the vocal cords and we say victory in Valencia. Okay? Victory. Very good V. I have a friend named Vincent who works in the United States, and he's a businessman. He's very successful, and he lives in the state of Virginia. He's a very successful guy. He works in sales, and when people ask me and say, who is this guy, Vincent? His name is Vincent Brown, by the way. When people ask me about him, I say, well, Vincent Brown is a very busy businessman from Virginia. ¿Cómo? What? Yeah, let's try that again. Vincent Brown is a very busy businessman from Virginia. It's true. Vincent Brown. Vincent Brown is a very busy businessman from Virginia. And if you can develop the ability to say to pronounce the V as an F and then activate the vocal cord, the vocal cords, you can properly pronounce this V. Now, some of you are probably saying, but Kyle, I don't have a problem with the V. Okay, then don't worry. But many people, I've taught over 1,000 students, and many of them, maybe they have a very high level of English, but they may have problems with pronunciation. And when you get to this level, when you get to a high level, it's worth making an effort to pronounce things well, because your overall presentation of the language will be so much better. People will talk to you, and they will think, okay, his level is better. His or her level is much better than the person who maybe knows the same or even more grammar, but pronounces poorly. Right? So pronunciation, I believe, is important at this level, at the advanced level. If you want to be able to have people really take you seriously and really understand everything you're saying as well, then it's important to work on pronunciation. Okay? So the B and the V, here we have the V being a vocalized F. So where was I going with this? Well, I was talking about the word yet and saying don't say jet, but say yet. Okay. So have I finished talking about the word yet? No, I haven't finished talking about the word yet. Why? Because I'm still talking about it. Okay, I haven't finished yet. Ask me if I have found my translation list yet. Kyle, have you found your translation list yet? No, I haven't. I haven't found it yet. I'm still looking for it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. There it is, translation list number 23. So let's move on and try this one. Translation. Yes, it is time for our translation list. This time, translation list number 23. Okay, so this is a review. Okay, a review of the list that we saw in the last class. Number 1, ¿Cuándo se hará? When will it be done? When will it be done? ¿Cuándo se hará? When will it be done? Number 2, la cita está programada para la semana que viene. The appointment is scheduled for next week. The appointment is scheduled. We can run those sounds together. Is scheduled for next week. Number 3, busco a alguien cuyas cualidades casen con nuestras necesidades. I'm looking for someone. Cuyo, in this case, cuyas, whose, okay, cuyo, whose, cuyas, whose skills match our needs. I'm looking for someone whose skills match our needs. Number 4, no te apuntes al curso si no piensas asistir. Don't sign up for the course if you don't plan to attend. Don't sign up for the course if you don't plan to attend. Number 5, tienes una forma curiosa de dar las gracias. You have a funny way of saying thank you. You have a funny way. A funny way. Curiosa. A funny way. Not a curious way. No. You have a funny way of saying thank you. Spanish people overuse the word curious. We say, oh, it is curious. No. People are curious about things that are interesting or strange or funny. I'm curious about the moon because I think the moon is an interesting place. It's unknown. It's mysterious to me, the surface of the moon. I'd like to know what's on the moon. So I'm curious about it. But the moon is not curious. It doesn't have a brain. It can't be curious. I'm curious about it. I'm curious about the moon because I find it interesting. ¿Ok? Tienes una forma curiosa de dar las gracias. You have a funny way. You have a funny way of saying thank you. ¿Ok? Number 6. Si conduces así, nunca les alcanzarás. If you drive like that, you'll never catch up with them. If you drive like that, you'll never catch up with them. Number 7. La rifa fue cancelada por un problema legal. La rifa, ooh. The raffle was called off. Canceled, yes. Called off. We have a phrasal verb here for cancel. The raffle was called off because of a legal problem. Because of a legal problem. Number 8. Siempre acabo perdiendo todo mi dinero. I always end up losing all my money. Yeah. Qué triste. I always end up losing all my money. Number 9. Porque siempre me traes cafés tan calientes. ¿Por qué? Why? Why do you always bring me such hot coffees? Why do you always bring me such hot coffees? Cafés tan calientes. Why do you always bring me such hot coffees? Number 10. Con ese disfraz nadie te reconocerá. With that disguise, nobody will recognize you. With that disguise, nobody will recognize you. Number 11. Abre la carta y léemelo. Open the letter and read it to me. Open the letter and read it to me. Number 12. Cuanto más duro trabajas, más ganas. The harder you work, the more you earn. The harder you work, the more you earn. Often true. Yeah. Not always, but very often true, I would say. All right. Good. We can move on now to the next section, which is our expression of the day. Expression of the day. Yes, it is time for the expression of the day. The expression of the day today is a knee-jerk reaction. A knee-jerk reaction. Your knee. So you have that little tendon in your knee that when you hit it, if your legs are hanging or you're sitting and you hit that area, your knee will flinch, we say. It will move, even though you don't necessarily want it to move. It's a reaction because the knee seems unprotected and the leg will extend. Okay? It has this reaction, this jerking reaction. But we say a knee-jerk reaction to give us this idea of something that was not planned, but it's a quick reaction to something. We say it was just a knee-jerk reaction. He did it with it. So what we're saying is you do something without planning it, without thinking. So maybe we make a poor decision. Maybe we've made a poor decision and we can say, well, it was just a knee-jerk reaction. We didn't intend to do it that way. It was a knee-jerk reaction. It was an unplanned reaction, a bit of spontaneous behavior here, a knee-jerk reaction, and that is our expression of the day. All right, it is time to move on. We've been talking about still, yet, and now already. We have still, yet, already, and any more. We'll talk any more in a few minutes, but we're going to run out of time here in about 3 minutes. But already works as ja in affirmatives. So I said before that we use yet in questions and in negatives, and then if the answer is affirmative, this is when we say already. So I haven't had dinner yet, but I have already had lunch. Okay? So I've already had lunch. I've already showered. I showered this morning. I've already had 3 cups of coffee. Okay? Yeah, in this sense, it's yeah. Yeah, okay? So I have already had 3 cups of coffee. I've already recorded. Well, I've already done the beginner class, and I've already done the intermediate class. I haven't finished the advanced class yet, but I've already started it. I'm still doing it. I'm still recording it. We're still making the show. I'm still talking. I haven't finished yet. I've already started the class, but I haven't finished it yet. Okay? I have already started, but I haven't finished yet. Okay, we only have about a minute left, so I want to move on to the vocabulary of the day, but we will see more examples, and we'll look at some translation with already and not anymore in the next class. So don't worry, there will be plenty more to come. We'll review this. It's an important topic, but we'll get back to it. But let's take a look at our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. Yes, the vocabulary of the day. The first word today is subvencionar, which is in English the verb to subsidize. To subsidize. And then aseo, en lugares públicos, aseo. Restroom, we say, which is very American. We can say restroom, we could say washroom as well. Restroom. Cicatriz. This is a scar. S-C-A-R-S, scar. Scar. Now I said a scar, not... I said because I was using the article. A scar. 1 scar, 2 scars. Okay? So you have to be careful with the pronunciation. There's no vowel sound before the S. Dimitir. To resign. To resign. Estirar. Or estirarse. To stretch. To stretch. Okay, very good. We are out of time. Like I said, we're out of time, but don't worry, we'll come back. We don't have time anymore, but we will come back and we will continue reviewing, particularly with, we'll talk about already and not anymore. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. I'll be back in the next class, and we'll review all this and so much more. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.